welcome to Piano School Publishing video tutorials. This is for the Preparatory book and it's Theory and Activity Lesson 2, which is page 16 and 17. Okay, we've done this lesson, we've done a similar lesson to this based on the note C because that was our first note that we learned, and now we're going to be progressing up to the note D. So D we learned in the previous song, which was Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So over here in the Theory and Activity, we're going to, the first question is circle all the D notes. So D is a little bit harder to spot than C, simply because C is quite identifiable because it has the ledger line going through it. So it's quite distinctive. So I'm just going to point out D and show you where that is. So if we look along here, we can see that there's D right there. It's sitting just underneath the 5 lines. So it's very important that you don't get it confused with particularly this note here, which is just a little bit higher. Okay, so it just sits, the body of the note sits underneath the D. Underneath the line there. Now, when we come to drawing a D, it's pretty much the same process. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to show you how to draw a D note. It's very similar to the C. All we do is we draw a line on an angle, but just starting from just underneath the lines here. So I just go on an angle, I go back 2 or 3 times to make it a bit thicker, and I put a stem on it. Okay, so we'll try that again. So simply just put a line on an angle, go back and forth a few times, and then put your stem straight up. Okay, we'll move across now to page 17. Okay, so page 17. Question number 3, colour in all the D notes. So again, remember D is found by finding the group of 2 black keys, and the note in between those 2 black keys is D. So here's a D here. Again, I find a group of 2 black notes, there's a D. So see how many Ds you can find on that note there. Right, final question then is to write out D, the Row, Row, Row Your Boat song. So again, in order to draw a D, we simply go light on an angle, stem, note on an angle, stem, note on an angle, stem, and finally with our crotchet rest or our 1 count rest, all we do is a squiggly line. So it doesn't have to look anything like the rest we see, just as long as it's a squiggly line. And as you practice these, you'll get more refined, but that's all it needs to be. Good luck with that.